And it's really our honor to welcome in Steve Gray. He's an FBI veteran. I think he served about 23 years with the FBI, been in law enforcement a long time, worked in the criminal division, the counterterror division as a patriot, trying to keep this country safe. He joins us now because he's been a critic recently of their leadership, and we want to have a good conversation here. So first of all, Steve, welcome to Real America's Voice, and good morning.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
So I want to, big picture here, sort of widen the lens with you for a second. We can zero in on the affidavit that the FBI and the Justice Department doesn't want to release and all that other good stuff because it makes you wonder why they don't want transparency right now. But just to widen the lens for a second, we've had a lot of patriots on saying that this was a big overreach by the government. They can't believe that Mar-a-Lago was raided. But then I'm also hearing some people, we had a guest yesterday, saying that we need to defund the FBI. And I'm not sure it makes sense to use the rhetoric of the left, and you've been in the inside, so you would know better than us, to just say, let's defund the FBI, when there are a lot of patriots inside the FBI who are trying to keep us safe from terrorism and whatnot. So where do you see the balance? You've been a critic. You've taken on the left-wing tilt in the FBI, and rightly so, and we applaud you for that. But what do you see moving forward here? What do you see wrong about the raid? What do you see about how we can reform all of this?
Well, let's tackle this from within the FBI. The FBI has a major problem right now. Over the years, good conservative agents have been pushed aside and denied promotion, while left-leaning woke agents have been promoted all the way up into executive management. That's a fact. There's no other way to put it. That's an exact fact. To say that to abolish the FBI, that's just absolutely wrong. I mean, we've got a lot of great patriots at the bottom who are working hard every day to arrest criminals and take counterintelligence and counterterrorism suspects off the street. And that's important because these are the people that are keeping America safe. We used to have an old saying in the FBI, those that were horrible case agents or couldn't investigate went into management. And that's basically what we're seeing now, these left-leaning woke agents going into upper management. They're beholden to the left. They're just biding their time until they get out and get a high-paying corporate job. And they're not going to rock the boat, and they're going to do whatever they're told.
Yeah, rocking the boat. And that it actually brings up an interesting point. We did an interview the other day with former NYPD officer John Cardillo, and he brought up the fact that he thinks a lot of these lower level agents, the ones that conducted this raid, the ones that are out there, doing the job out on the streets, that they're afraid to speak up because they're afraid of losing their pensions or their job. And you brought up that the fish stinks from the head to the tail, and the leadership is extremely left in the FBI. What is it going to take for these people to stand up and do something and make change? Do you think that they're afraid of losing their jobs, that there are people that can speak out? How do we fix this? How do we motivate them?
I've been in that boat. I've been there. And I spoke up a lot in the FBI, and I got smacked down a lot for doing it. But I wasn't going to go against my own integrity and do something that I thought was wrong. So by speaking up and getting those smackdowns repeatedly, I learned my lesson, and I just basically did what I was told, did my job to the fullest of the best of my ability, and then I got out so that I could speak out. Right now, there are a lot of whistleblower laws out there that can protect agents. I think these agents need to come forward and let people know what's going on in the FBI. I mean, the FBI just recently bought out several high-level support personnel. These are individuals who have been in the FBI for a long time doing their job. And they know the ins and outs of the FBI. They're not agents, but they're support personnel. The FBI wanted to get rid of them because they're more apt to speak out. So they gave them huge buyouts. They let them out. And now we're backfilling with individuals who will basically do whatever they're told. I had an individual, an agent, a brand new agent, came onto my squad. And I said, why did you want to become an FBI agent? She said, I want to become an FBI agent because I want to put cops in jail. That's the mentality of the agents that we're getting in now as the good, hardcore conservative agents leave the Bureau.
Yeah, amazing that you're saying support staff has been taken out.
Yeah.
Because those are the more likely folks that might be whistleblowers.
Yeah.
That's something people should listen closely to what you just said. That's a very interesting
They're
bit
eliminating
of news.
the problem.
They're eliminating some of the folks who are non-political.
Yeah.
We were really out of time, but in 30 seconds, The news now overnight is that the FBI doesn't want this affidavit to come out, which is their rationale for raiding Mar-a-Lago. The judge, I think, tomorrow is going to have a hearing on this. Trump is saying, look, put it out there. They're hiding it. And the FBI and the Justice Department is saying, well, that would give him a roadmap of their investigation. In 30 seconds, why is the FBI holding this back, the Justice Department?
Because they're beholden to the left. They don't want any information to get out on the Trump raid because they know it was wrong. The FBI has been weaponized, they've been politicized, and they're going after political opponents on the right until they get what they want. Basically, is an all left-leaning Congress and Senate, and every FBI, DEA, Secret Service, you name it.
Wow. Weaponized and politicized. That'll have to be the final word.
Yeah.
Steve Gray, we hope you'll come back because it's really insightful what you had to say. Thanks for coming on American Sunrise.